Good morning, everybody. LadyLibertyStacker. I am headed out to a rummage sale this morning, and I'm almost there, but I thought I'd chat with you for a couple of minutes quick while I get there. I went yesterday. This rummage sale they do once a year, and it's extremely popular, and they're open Friday night from 5 to 8. And you have to pay $5 to get in, but that $5 goes to help their missions. And you try to get there early to get the best stuff. I always try to do that, but then I saw some stuff that was kind of priced high, and I just let it go. I just passed it up, thinking it may be there today, because some of their pricing was very high. Now some of it was very good, so I did pick up some stuff yesterday. At the rummage sale, and I'll show you that on a later video, but I figure I could write off the entry fee as a donation and see what they have. I'm going back today because I really couldn't really thoroughly look and focus. It was mobbed with people. Just to give you an idea of how popular this rummage sale is, people were standing in line starting at 2:30 in the afternoon to have first dibs on this stuff. Well, maybe they bought it by the time I got there, but I got there about 5:30, so it wasn't really that much later. But they had a lot of furniture, and they had things, a lot of large household things, so maybe people were going for that. Who knows? I picked up, some apparel, some hats, and some things that could potentially be really good sellers. I don't think I got anything that was I would consider a home run. And for that, I mean anything that would sell for over $50. Over $50 is something that I'm trying to do on a more regular basis. Doesn't always happen, but you do what you can do. So, at any rate, but this, I had to get up really early to drive all the way over here today, and it's okay. It's nice and peaceful in the morning. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. I just don't know if I can film at the rummage sale. I probably need to use my phone to look up items. Boy, is it bright today. It's kind of hard to see, but the sun is bright. But anyway, and see what I can scrounge up today, see what things that maybe I passed over or didn't see and that are still there, see how many people are there, and see what happens. Okay, guys, until later. Hey guys, I'm leaving the rummage sale. This thing is mobbed now. You can see all the traffic, all the cars, and yesterday it was a mob scene. Today it started to get pretty busy. I showed up at 7 in the morning. I wanted to get here before the throngs of people showed up, and now I'm leaving. I did make some purchases. I only spent $4. Only $4, but I think I did okay. I think I did better today than yesterday. So anyways, I could not film in there, and I'll show you later what I got. Well, I'm back again. Today is Sunday, August 12th, 2018. I just got out of that estate sale. It's a cluster home closer to me, and I didn't even see that they were having it. I happened to see an email in my inbox today that this was the third of 3 days of the estate sale. It ran from, I think, 9 to 4 or 9 to 5 on Thursday and Friday, and today from 10 to 3. And, I missed the beginning, but some of the things, the pricing wasn't bad, but they had pricing where you really couldn't flip things. So today they said everything was half off. So they really wouldn't negotiate more than that, but they added it up and it was half off, and that was cool. It was cash only. They had a 4% premium surcharge, which is typical at some estate sales. And you can see the people and all the cars and the traffic. And I just got out of there. I have a few things that I picked up. I spent $20 or so. and may have had a few nice things in there to flip and make a nice profit on. Again, this is my first year doing this, so I will show you when I get guys, Sunday, August 12th, I'm back showing you what I got the first night at the estate sale. I picked up a visor for myself, which I'm not going to bother showing you here, just so when I play golf, I love to play with those. And 4 hats. There are 2 here, 1 brand new. This one was cleaned. Anyway, it's the clothing. I got a bunch of items. I paid only $13 for everything you're going to see here. So without further ado, we've got quite a bit of stuff to get through. Picked up these. These are sealed. They're 90-minute 6-pack bonus. buy 5, get 1 free. These usually do well if they're priced right on eBay, so maybe I'll get a few bucks out of those, plus shipping. And got 4 hats for resale. This one had to be cleaned. I soaked it with OxyClean. It was heavily stained behind the brim. I managed to remove most of them. There are some that are not going to come out, but you can see here it's been completely restored. It's a vintage corduroy New York Giants hat. Very nice. So I'll put that back there. It's been dried. It has its form there. This is an advertising hat. It initially reminded me of Volkswagen. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'll do some research, but these advertising hats do very well usually. Maybe $10, $12 plus shipping. That one, probably $15 shipped, I'm guessing. Maybe more after I do my research. This is new. It's got the paper thing in here already, and I just thought that was crisp. Somebody will like it. It could take a while to sell, but they're easy to store. For 25 cents, got a 50th Christmas Together ornament by Lennox, porcelain or china, whatever you want to call it, in the box deal for a quarter, so you really can't beat that. Maybe I'll get $10 out of that. Who knows? And here is a gorgeous crystal. I think it's a marquise quartz. And this thing is running. It's working great. I didn't have to deal with it. It was $2. So I'll do the research for that. And then before I show you the radio there, you could fill a bag. If you fill a small grocery bag of clothes, it was $3. So what I got was a pair of, let me see if I can show you these, 24 wide women's jeans, and they're embellished. They always do really well, and they're longer, but they're not frayed, so that'll do real well. They may be missing a sequin or 2, but it's not enough to be noticeable. They're really cool. Let's go around the front. They are Kato Premium 24 wide. They should do really, really well, so I'm going to go ahead and move those to the side. Next up is a pair of 18 women's, size 18 short Levi's. And when you see a tab like this, it just means it was 100th pair in the run to be done. It doesn't really affect retail value, but it's got the R trademark on there. They probably trademarked that blank red tab. And these are short, but I held them up to me, and I'm kind of tall. They're not frayed at all, so I'm going to measure them. It says 18S for the size. I don't really like to sell short stuff, but yep, pair of Levi's. And let me just go back and take a look on the inside and see. Sometimes they'll say this is a pair of them inside, but these are older. They're vintage. They're 515 boot cut. An excellent shape for vintage jeans. Made in Mexico of U.S. fabric, so it was probably late 90s. So definitely vintage. And we're going to go ahead and put those to the side. And then here's a pair of Dickies men's gray work pants with tags. So I'm just going to steam those. And then over here we have a couple pair of headsets. I tested both of these. They do work great. They're the kind that plug in. They're not wireless. And actually these are safer for you than Wi-Fi, believe it or not, to plug them in. Hard plug-in, hardwired. One is a Philips Very, very nice. Paid 50 cents. Paid a quarter for these. Not sure what those are. That's what the brand is. Maybe somebody out there knows. If you do, leave a comment below. And then the cool thing was a GE radio from the 80s or 90s. No, not the 90s, the 80s. These are flip letters, and it does work. I plugged it in, and it's in excellent shape. $2. And then the home run I didn't think I had, I think I do have. I was looking through, this is part of the $3 a bag. So I have those 3 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of jeans, pair of pants, and this sweater, and all those hats for $3. I mean, all combined. This is a Michael Simon of New York. No, it's not the chef. This guy actually was a ballet dancer, and he went to work for a company, weaving leggings for ballet dancers, and then he figured out how to make sweaters from a loom. He went out and bought a loom, and the rest is history. And he doesn't do it anymore, I do not believe. These are vintage. He incorporated back in this, I think, 1977 or 87. It was a while. So this is one of his last ones in 1998. It's a small, brand new with tags, hand embroidered sweater, and these go for well over 50. I'm asking over 100 for this. I hope to get anywhere between 70 and 100 would be nice. So yeah, that would be my home run for this haul, and I will be back to show you what else I got. I almost forgot these guys. I filled another bag for $3 of cookbook or books. You could fill as many books as in a grocery bag that you could for $3. This is Betty Crocker's cookbook, new and revised from 1986, a first printing. First printings usually do better than subsequent printings. I'm not sure why. I'm thinking I can get maybe 15 plus shipping for this, or 20. I've got to do the research. It's not going to go for as much as a 1950 cookbook. That's probably going to go for 50 to 60. But it's in excellent shape. It's got some wonderful recipes in here. And when I take pictures of it, I'm going to take pictures of things that people like to eat today. That was done back in 1986. So it's in excellent shape. The only issue is a little bit of wear on the binder there from being stored. The next up is Inside the Third Reich, Memoirs by Albert Speer. Book all about the Nazis, it looks like. Copyright 1970. And it's in excellent shape, almost like new. I'm sure it's going to get something. I have no idea what, but it's illustrated. It's got some really cool pictures. So before I list this thing, that looks like Hitler. Yep, that's Hitler. So that should do really, really well. I love old things like this. Here's an interesting one. This is an autobiography from W.C. Fields. This copyright, I believe, is from 1973. This is from himself. And I thought that was quite interesting. And I picked that up. And we'll go ahead and put that aside. And then finally, we have a book called Mr. Clemens and Mark Twain. I have to do a little research on this from Simon & Schuster, famous publishers. And this one is like new. No highlighting, no nothing. It looks like nobody read it, just sat for years. And there's going to be a collector or somebody out there that's going to want this. Copyright 1966. So I'm going to do some research on that. I really love research, so that should be fun. I'm going to pause the video now. I'm going to show you when I went back on day 2. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to end it right here. $13 for all this stuff. About 4 or 5 hats. I even got that paper cutter over there I can use to cut labels underneath the calculator for $1 for myself. Those are free that I picked up except for the tapes. 4 books, 3 pairs of pants, the sweater, and the clock radio, and the headset. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this, and I will come back with another video. with my other things. I just don't want to make this one too long. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please remember to hit the thumb up, leave a comment below, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications if you haven't already. And thank you for watching. I so appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.